In this video, we will see the next point related to queue mechanisms, and that is nothing but the static implementation of the queue. Static means using the array mechanisms. For example, we have to create a queue of size 5 elements. Then contiguous block of 5 elements will be occupied for this. It will be stored in terms of an array. So it is of 0 position 1, 2, 3 and 4. Total equal to 5 elements are there. And we have to insert the elements in it. This is the front of the queue and this is the rear of the queue. And we all know that front is having the mechanism to delete elements and rear is having the mechanism to insert element in it. This is the mechanism behind the static implementation. Now, for appearing as a static implementation, the queue data structure will be like struct queue. We have to declare array of size, for example, maximum, and we will declare this max like hash define max 20, and this max will be written here. So we have to take two integer type variables, that is the front and rear. So this is totally the static implementation of the stack. Now the operations available with the queue data create, is empty, is full, then insert, delete. We will see them with the help of a programming. Now we will see the different functions related to queue with the help of example, means programming. For that, we will write a header file, that is hash include stdio.h. Then for declaring a constant, we will declare it like hash define max of size 5. You can take any number instead of 5. Now we will create a node of a queue, that is the structure queue. Then what is the actual body part of this structure? That is nothing but we have to create a array of data, and that is having the size max. Then we will create two variables, integer front and integer rear, for the insertion and deletion from front and back side. Now we will complete the structure of the queue and take a semicolon for the. Now we will start writing the different functions associated with the queue, and first is the initialization of the queue. What is the actual mechanism behind initialization? We, while initializing, we will create the front and rear pointer to -1 position, means in the empty position. So for that, I will write like void init queue function. It is having the parameter of type q, that is the struct q type star q. Then we all know that to access the member of a structure, we will create a variable of type structure and then use all the data members with the help of this variable. So we have created here the struct q type variable q, and that is we will initialize like q type front equals to q type rear is equal to -1, means both are declaring at the -1 position. And now we will complete the initialization of a structure. For moving towards the insertion or deletion, before that we have to check whether it is at the empty position or at the full position. So now we will try to write the functions for empty and full. Now we will write a function for checking whether the queue is empty or not. For that we will write integer type is empty, and for this case also we will take a variable of a, for this case we will take a variable of a queue, that is the struct queue type star queue. Now, how to check whether the queue is empty or not? We have to check simply the front and rear to minus one position. If queue prime pointer front is equal to queue pointer rear, means both are pointing to same position, means at the start, then this is the case of a emptiness, then we will return to 1, otherwise we will return 0, and we will complete the function integer empty here. Now we will write the next function, that is nothing but the is full function. So we will write like integer is full q struct q type star q. Now when q is full, we all know that all the elements are deleted from the front and all the elements are inserted from rear. When this rear has reached to the max minus 1 position, then we can conclude like q is full. So for that we will check like if q pointer rear is equal to max minus 1 position, then we will return 1, else we will return 0. Means when it has reached to the minus 1 position, max minus 1, then it is full, means it is returning 1. Return 0 is the sign of a not fullness of the queue. So it is a function related to full queue. Now we will see the next two functions, that is the insertion and deletion in a queue. So first of all we will see insert in a queue. We have to not return anything, so we are taking here the void as a return type. So what will be the parameter for this function? We will have to take one variable of the queue and one data element that we have to insert in a queue, that is the integer x. Now how to insert data in a queue? Simply we have to insert like q pointer data of plus plus q pointer real, that is equals to x. Now carefully see here. We are inserting in the data element of a queue, but first of all we have to advance rear to the one position. So for example, rear is at this position, we have to insert here. So we have to first expand or extend rear to the next position, and then we will insert the data element in it. So this is for the insertion. Now we will write for delete. But for deletion, we have to accept that element and again write it anywhere. So we will take data type as a integer, delete q, and only taking the variable of a q, because we have to only delete, not insert any element. So here is only one data element. Now how to delete a data from a queue? That is, we will directly write like return. What we have to do? Where data is stored in the queue pointer data. From that we have to take plus plus queue pointer front. What does this actually perform? For example, this is the data element, that is the 1, 2, 3. We have to delete the front data element. Then we will return the data of this and advance the front to next position, that is plus plus front. Okay. So for that case, it will taking the data from it and advancing it to next position. This is known as a deletion of a data from the queue. So this is all about the different functions related to queue. Now let us see how to call them in a main section. Now we will see. What are the different advantages and disadvantages of representing the queue as an array? First of all, implementation of a queue using array is easy and simple task, means there are no lots of complications here. Second one, it is possible to store only a fixed number of elements in the queue, means fixed number of elements are there. So it is advantage also and disadvantage also, means it is a fixed, means it cannot be extended further. Third is, but one most important disadvantage is that here it is the wastage of memory space, because if we will declare array of size 5 and we are only using two spaces of that, remaining three will be uh, going to be waste because we are not storing any data in it. So these are some advantages and disadvantages related to static queue. In the next session, we will see the different implementation related to dynamic mechanism. Thank you so much.